Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Aiden Cossack, and today we are going to be talking about maybe the latest in the long line of Conjuring films, La Llorona.
Rinsing.
The Curse of La Llorona.
So La Llorona is a horror movie based off of the old Hispanic story of a woman who fell in love with a man, and she had these two children, and the man goes off, cheats on her, thus making her want to take away what he loves most, their children, drowning them in a lake, getting sucked up by the sadness of it, and then drowning herself. Most people in my audience kind of knew what was up. I was kind of the only one who didn't know. And one thing about my audience that I want to say, they were great during this movie, but before this movie started, Warner Brothers had to bring out a whole priest to bless the whole audience to make sure that we were all safe and okay before this movie started. I actually have my pass right here to go seek help should I need it, and after this movie, I think I might need it. This movie is very, very intense, and I know that that's kind of what we expect these days from anything that James Wan just so happens to touch, but I don't want to talk too much about James Wan. I want to talk about what Michael Chavez does in this movie. And honestly, seeing a couple of the trailers, I wasn't really too excited going into it. I was like, okay, this looks like another generic Annabelle the Nun kind of Conjuring movie that, you don't really know if it's a Conjuring movie. Maybe you should go watch the movie and find out if it is a Conjuring movie. Kind of movie. And I didn't know what made Michael so special and what makes him the guy to tell the story, and he is the guy to tell the story. He genuinely understands what this is, and just the way that he subverts the regular horror cliches that you get, where it's the long lead up and the music gets really quiet and then the music stops and then you get your one scare. But when he grabs you for a scare in this movie, he kind of grabs you and holds on to you. He doesn't let go for the next couple of minutes. It's going to keep hitting over and over and over again. But that kind of becomes my knock towards the movie, towards the middle of it. He does it a couple too many times in the first act for you to really be able to enjoy it for the second and the third act proper. And I know that that might be just a me thing. Maybe it wasn't me enjoying his style really as much as I think I do towards the end of the movie. I just think that he needed to use them sparingly, and that's something that a lot of people don't do in horror movies. They don't use their scares sparingly. When he got you and he held on to you as long as he did, it kind of took a toll from me, and it left me in this place where I'm just kind of dead and I can't even be scared by what's happening next. But using it sparingly is something that I won't say that they do about the actual La Llorona character. One of the things that made the original Conjuring movie for me, just to use a movie like this one, is the lack of being able to see what actually makes it scary. A lot of it's just the sound design and what happens, and things go missing, and it's just something's messing with you. In this movie, La Llorona's messing with you, but you see her every time that she does. I mean, she pops up in this movie in the first 20 minutes, and she kind of just shows up every other 10 minutes after that for the rest of the movie, which I didn't really enjoy because I leaned over at the end of this movie, and this great family that I always talk to, that I always see at these screenings, and I was talking to them about maybe what they could have done is not shown her for the whole movie and save that for the third act, where you can really feel her presence and you can really have the chance to be scared by her. And maybe that's another personal thing. That's kind of what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about my opinion. But that's just something that I personally wish that they had done. I'm in no way saying that I could have made a better movie than what Michael did with this. I honestly really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a great time. But that's just what I personally would have done. But like I said, this movie is super intense. By the end of this thing, my neck was so stiff by the end of it. And with a movie this intense, you need a lead who is really going to bring you back down to earth and carry you through this. And Linda Cardellini is someone who just does not get the recognition that she deserves. She's amazing. You guys know her as Hawkeye's wife in the Avengers movies, who I'm thinking is going to get dusted in Endgame, but we'll talk about that next weekend. But she is great in this movie. I absolutely loved her. Her kids were fine. She did her best trying to act off of them. The kids were fine in this movie. They weren't anything exceptional. I hadn't seen anything like it before. They did a great job portraying scared children. But somebody else who stole this movie from me was Raymond Cruz, who, if you guys watched Breaking Bad and if you guys watched Better Call Saul, you guys know him as Tuco. He brings this level of levity that you kind of need towards the end of this movie, and a lot of the one-liners that he had, it's like, this priest kind of guy really shouldn't be hitting one-liners, but every time he does, it really works. But overall, as a horror movie, I normally go in just wanting to be entertained and can this thing scare me? And it entertains me, and it really definitely scared me. I mean, my neck is still stiff. I mean, I'm 100% going to use this. I need cleansing. Thank you, Warner Brothers. It's a fun movie shepherded in by a great director, Michael Cruz, so I can't wait to see what he will do next, and a great lead with Linda Cardellini. It's entertaining. That's all you really need from this thing. Overall, I think I'm definitely going to have to give La Llorona a 8 out of 10. It's so much fun, you know. If you want to go see a good horror movie right now and you're not really feeling what's coming out between Pet Sematary and psychological horrors really aren't your thing with us, definitely go check out La Llorona. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and staying to the end of this video. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment. What did you guys think about La Llorona? Are you excited? Did this story kind of haunt you when you were little? And if you guys are interested in seeing what they have to do with it now, with Hollywood and whatnot, be sure to hit my social media links in the description below. Hit the notification bell so that way you guys can stay up to date with all my upcoming videos and anything else that I have going on this channel. And thank you guys so much for watching and being the best people that you guys are. Thank you and bye-bye.